Many older women are now dating younger men. You'll find women in their 50s, their 60s, dating young men in their 20s. Now the question is this: is it wrong? Is it a sin for an older woman to date a younger man? Now before we even answer that, let's look at the 7 reasons why older women are going for younger men and why these younger men prefer or are attracted to the older women. All right, the first one is something called libidinal peak. Now, there's an age it gets for a woman. As she grows older, her sex drive also goes very high. Now, what happens is this: the same sex drive that the young man in his 20s is the same one that this older woman is actually having. So it's like they become compatible, so they attract each other because of their libido. Number 2, something called excitement. Now, there's an age it gets, things become monotonous and boring, and especially if you're married, because being married is like being told, go watch YouTube and watch only one music video, and once it's done, you watch it again and again and again, and it's like for the rest of your life you can not watch any other content, despite the fact that we have many millions of music videos. You're only allowed to watch only one. So the monotony pushes some people to go seek for some form of excitement. Now, number 3 is something called experience. So these younger men are looking for an experienced person, and especially sexually. You see, older women are more self-aware, and of course, sexually, they are more aware than the younger women. The younger women are still trying to discover themselves. Most of them are shy. They're not sure how to go about things. They're still trying to figure out their own lives. They don't have time to experiment these things. Now, that by itself pushes the younger men. Now, number 4, if a young man had child traumas while they were growing up, and especially daddy issues, if they didn't have a father bringing them up, if they were brought up in a family with an absent father, or even a present but absent father, that could be a cause. Because what happens, fathers are supposed to give 3 A's, that is affection, attention, and affirmations. Affirmations are just someone speaking into them, saying, I believe in you, my son, you are amazing. Attention, just giving them time. And of course, things called affection is when you show love. Now, these younger girls, on the other hand, they don't know these things. They don't understand what it means to encourage a man. So what happens is these older women have experience. They have been with husbands, so they know how to deal with men. So what happens is when they speak to this young man, they speak into his inner self, and that encourages and warms the hearts of these young men, and that brings a level of attraction. Now, the other one is maturity. You see, the maturity of an older woman cannot be compared to that of a younger girl. You see, men are also looking for peace of mind. Now, this older woman understands that this man, that's what he's looking for. This younger girl sometimes might not understand. She'll jump into arguments. She will put this man under pressure, and that by itself forces this young man to prefer being with someone who is older. And then the other thing is, number 6, older women have no pressure. When you're with them, they actually make things easier for you. You see, the younger woman is still pursuing for her dreams. She's still in campus. She's still trying to get her finances in order. So there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. She wants some things done. There are financial implications of being with a younger woman. Now, what happens is this younger woman is pushing for a wedding. She's pushing for trips. Now, this older woman has traveled across the world. Older woman does not want to get married. Older woman, she's even supporting you financially. I know of older women that support a young man and even supports the wife of the young man. So most of these younger men get attracted to the older women because there's no pressure. And then, of course, number 7, the older women, and especially those who are looking for mates. You see, maybe they are divorced, or maybe they lost their husband. Now they're looking for someone who's a companion. Now, unfortunately, most of the men their age are taken or gone, either dead or taken. So it's, by the way, men who are older and single are on high demand. because they're almost extinct. So now these older women, they want to feel alive. They want to feel like they're important. They want to feel like they exist. So they are looking for a man to activate their identity and make them feel like they are still sexual beings. So what do? They look for a younger man. Some of the implications of this, you see, when a younger man decides to date an older woman, one, it takes away the joy of being a father, because this older woman will not bear you a child. But this is the most interesting part. The older women are looking for young men in their 20s who have children. And that is a strong attraction to an older woman, because they know that this young man is also responsible. He has a child, and we can support this child together. Now, is it wrong? Is it good to date a younger man as an older woman? Now, I always get my answers from the Bible. If we look at it from the biblical perspective, the Bible does not stipulate age differences. It never says that whether you should marry a young person or an older person. But there are some situations or stories in the Bible that insinuate things. They imply some things that we should follow. Now, let's first talk about people like Adam. Adam was created earlier than Eve. That means he was older. Look at someone like Abraham. The Bible says that there was an age difference of 10 years between Abraham and Sarah. We talk about Ruth and Boaz, people like Joseph and Mary in the Bible. We don't know the actual ages, but if you check the book of Proverbs, chapter 5, verse 18, King Solomon, the wisest man to live under the planet, the Bible says that let your fountain, this is Proverbs 5:18, let your fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of your youth. Looks like you are being advised to date someone of the same age. Now, if you check Malachi chapter 2 verse 14, it says, you ask why? It's because the Lord is acting as a witness between you and the wife of your youth. It's right there. It's up to you to figure out. But there is nowhere the Bible says this is the age gap. In fact, the Bible is only keen on two things. One, it talks about dating someone of the opposite gender. Number two, someone that you are equally yoked, dating a believer as well.